Hi everyone. Okay, today I'm going to do the tutorial for the twisted rose. So I hope you like it. So let's get started. As before, I showed you the roses. Um, now, different materials will give you a different effect of the rose. And what I've been doing is, so that I have a reference, on the back of the circles, I've been writing, sorry, that's a bit messy. This one is 5 inches by 18 inches, so you get that. This one, I don't remember what that was. But also, like I said, the different materials, you'll get a different effect. This is like a rayon or something like that, whereas these ones are silk. This is like a nylon, and it'll also, you have to really manipulate it in order to get that rose. So, again, play with them and come up with what you like. Earlier I did this one, and this one was, I kind of like the measurement of it being 18 inches long. The wider it is, the more puffier your flower comes out. The smaller width it is, or not width, yeah, I guess the smaller it is, the closer your rose will come out. And this one was 4 by 12. So you can also shorten your length if you like. It's all up to you. This one was 5 by 18, and this is, I believe, the size we're doing right now. We're going to do. And so you can add any of the centers you like. I did this one a while ago. I need to put a center in it. So let's get started. Now, you will also need whatever material you're going to use. You'll need thread, a needle, and you're going to need a good length of thread. This is probably about 20 some inches of thread. Now, for time's sake, I already stitched it across there, and you're just going to do that simple little stitch. When you do the top one and the bottom one, you won't have to worry about how wide apart each stitch is, because you're going to gather it. You'll need something to, put your little hand down on the glue so it don't burn you. A pair of scissors and your hot glue gun and a center. So, like I said, we're just going to start gathering it just like that all the way to the edge. Now, you're going to gather it, and then making sure that your side that you want to show, which is like this real shiny one, not the dull side. And I'll show you what I mean. So first, gather it right there.
Okay, I don't like this video.
Sorry, this is my little grandbaby Lily. Say hello.
Hi.
Okay, now you're going to, and don't worry about the little strings that show, if you can see them. Just snip them off, but don't snip off the thread. And you're going to put the sides that the flower's going to show against each other, so that when we turn it inside out, the stitch doesn't show. Now, once we've gathered that, we're going to connect the two pieces and give it a tight little stitch, or a little knot, so it don't come undone. Just like that. Give it one more. Now, like I said, we're going to gather it in there, so it don't matter. But right here, we're going to put a stitch, but we're not gathering. So now we're going to connect the two sides and just run a straight stitch, I guess is what it's called. And right here, this stitch, you'll want to get them as close as possible, because you don't want them to show in the seam when you turn the rose the other way. Oops, I'm sorry. I had done a different tutorial, but I burnt my finger and said a bad word. So I had to redo that again. Shame on me. But it really burnt. Oops. Okay, so once we got that there, now see how it gathered? We don't want it gathered. So we're going to pull up the thread till you got a straight stitch right there. Now just right there, this is why you need such long string. We're going to tie it off. And we're going to come in a little ways. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened to my words. Well, I can tell you I have a massive headache. Today's the second day. And so that could be it. It's been really hot here. So, okay, now this is the rough side. That's the side we're going to show. So just bend over your little piece right there where you had gathered it. And now we're going to do a running stitch all the way on the outside of your circle. And we're going to gather it. So when you're done, it's going to look like a yo-yo flower. The only difference is you're going to have a gathering at the bottom as well. Now, with a yo-yo flower, you can't really find the center. Well, I guess you could, but this works better because you have something to actually grasp when you're twisting. So just do your running stitch. Okay. And again, on top right here, it don't have, you can do it as wide as you want, as small, because we're just going to gather it. You're not going to see it. You're going to put a center on top of it, and that's it. I'm having a lot of fun doing these little tutorials or little idea things. If you guys got some ideas, please share them. I come up short with ideas a lot, so please share your ideas, your little tips. And don't worry if somebody else already done it before. It's a crafting community, and we're supposed to share. Not all of us have the same subbies and stuff, so share what you've seen somebody else do or you've learned from somebody. And, you know, say, hey, I learned it over here, you know, and it lets us go see each other's channels and get to know each other and enjoy our love for crafting. So, let me get this. I'm almost there. Okay. Now I've run my stitch all the way across. Now we're going to gather it, but the difference with this one, you see right there where we gathered it, you're going to need to leave a big enough hole that your glue stick gun can fit in there. So don't gather the top too tight. And don't worry about it being, you don't want it loose, but you don't want it real tight because you're going to need to stick the tip of your glue gun in there. And just give it a final knot. Tie it off. I like to just make a knot before I ever put my needle away. Okay, now you're going to fluff out your flower. And like I said, when you're done, it kind of looks like a yo-yo flower. Now, another thing you're going to need is a, ain't that pretty in itself right there? That's gorgeous. You're going to need something to put on the bottom of your flower. So, let me just, a piece, oops, I just be throwing things everywhere. Just make a little circle, nothing grand. Now, I said this was 5 by, and I lost my pen. I like to do this because it tells me how much material I used. 5 by, or I'm sorry, it was 4 by 18. So if I want to make it again, I can turn it over if I haven't glued it down, which I'll probably glue it down, but these are going to be my little samples. So just put a little bit of glue right there. Put your little dot. Did I do the wrong side? I did the wrong side. My hole was on this side, but that's okay. There's, I think, a big enough one there. Oh, I can get it in there. Perfect. Okay. So, gosh, that's so pretty right there like that. I like that like that. That's gorgeous. Okay, so now that we've got that, we're going to grab the center. And we're going to grab the center, and there's your tube. You can either turn it this way, or you can turn it this way, whichever works best for you. Now, I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to keep turning. And see, as you turn, you start making your rows. Now, you're going to hold your hand there, and you're going to just manipulate it so that it keeps coming this way. And maybe you want a little bit more of a twist. So twist it some more. Holding it right there in the center so you don't lose it. Ooh, I like the way that came out. Maybe a little tighter twist. And just keep pulling it a little as you go so you get that rose. Now look at that. Now carefully put it down. Hold it right there. Now see the center right there? You're going to put your little dab of glue in that hole. And you're just going to keep going round and round in the hole. Now this is where you need this. Now I like to get it and give it a little twist and holding it down. If you don't have one of these little spatula things from Plaid, Dollar Store sells this rubber thing spatulas over there. So you can even get them from there. Now see, there's your rolled rolls. Now mine scooted over a little bit, so I'm going to pull it right there. Now that it's not hot, I can hold it and actually squeeze it till it dries. And voila, there's your Rolls Royce. Oh, I must want a Rolls Royce. I'm telling you, a rolled rose. It's that easy. Now let me find a little center to put in there in my little goodies. Oh, that one looks pretty right there. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I want that one. Okay, that just happens to be an earring. So let me find my wire cutters and cut it off. Oops, don't know where that went. Okay. Oh, that's a pretty, pretty center. And of course, I ran out of glue. And just put a little dab. You don't want to put a whole bunch because you'll melt the glue that's in there already, which I need to hurry up and do this. And then you won't have a rolled rose. It'll come undone. So, and again, you can still manipulate it and even give it a twist if you want. Oh, yes. And just hold it there for a second. How's my minutes? Okay. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Oh, I got ink all over me. There's your rolled rose. I hope that you guys like it and you have fun making it. I know I did. It's really so pretty.
And doing what she likes.
Oh, are you singing your country for everybody here? You and your papa?
Yep.
All right.
Microwave.
And before the glue really gets hard, manipulate it a little bit more if you like.
No, it's
And let me find a little center real quick for this one. No. Watch the glue gun, baby. Move your hands. I need one. I'm so into making flowers for my book right now. Oh, I like that one. Okay. I'm just going to give it one final little twist before I let it go. Pull that out a little because it's too much over there.
Blub, 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 blub,
Perfect.
blub, blub,
And then
blub,
there's that one.
blub, blub.
I'm sorry, I can't grab that right.
And show
So
them
I
how
hope,
we-
again, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed these. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Please share it. This is where I get my inspiration from all of you. So stop by. And if you guys want to see the berry bud one, I will show you that one. I did a yo-yo flower like Trisha's. You guys got to go see her. She's a little shabby chic. She makes the little puffy ones out of the yo-yos. So I made one. How pretty for my book. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. God bless.
Bye.